Ladies and gentlemen, mountain bikers of the world.
We have tested and ridden tons and tons of tires, and in this video we're going to tell you our personal favorite tires that are on all of our current bikes that we ride all the time. The real good stuff.
If there's one thing that we never tire of talking about, it's tires.
No, take it.
I'm pretty worn out from talking about tires. The only thing tackier than these jokes are these tires.
They're so bad. Starting with the most lightweight bikes that we have, which for me is this strange, rigid mountain bike that I call a gravel bike. Revel Bikes El Jefe. On this thing, I've got some Continental Race Kings 2.2 made in Germany. These tires are just unbelievably fast. I think it's really made to be a like ultra lightweight cross-country race tire, but I use it on my weird gravelly bike type of thing. So anyways, not that relevant, but had to mention it.
More importantly, our favorite trail bike slash cross-country slash downcountry, whatever you want to call it, tires. Our favorite front tire is the Maxxis Forecaster EXO 3C Max Terra compound. Also, with the rear, we like to pair this with a Recon in the EXO casing and 3C Max Terra compound. It's just a great combination of traction and rolling speed for a lightweight bike like a cross-country or down-country bike or trail bike.
I have that exact combo on my Revel Ranger, so 29-inch wheels, 120 mil travel in the front, 115 in the back. That is the bike I ride the most often, all the time, in all these different places, and that is the best tire combo I have ever found for it. That's a perfect balance of it's light, it's fast, but still has the most possible traction whilst being light and fast. I do wish, and hopefully Maxxis at some point makes this Forecaster in a max grip.
Ooh.
I don't really know why they would. That's a weird niche product, but
yeah,
maybe they will. This is the new version of the Forecaster, so hopefully as they realize it's getting a lot more popular, they'll start making more variants of it.
That would be fantastic. I also like how you said whilst.
Possible traction whilst being light and fast. Cool.
Yeah.
Something more important than traction on your tires is being able to see. These are my favorite mountain biking sunglasses, all of which have custom prescription lenses from Sport RX. They are the gold standard in prescription eyewear for mountain biking and an incredible sponsor for me and this YouTube channel and for you to check out if you have terrible eyesight like I do, because they can make you custom lenses that have your prescription in them and they work with you to dial in your specific problems like fog or glare, or if you want something that's like a daily driver, something that's amazing for being on the road slash gravel bike and really good anti-fog, or something that is crazy all-day adventure, multi-sport, won't fall off your head whether you're swimming with it or not. Check out Sport RX, incredible sponsor of this channel and something I personally love because I can actually see a lot better now with really high quality, good lenses.
And now we're gonna jump into the category that I personally use the most, which is trail slash enduro tires. My favorite front tire right now is the Maxxis Assegai EXO Plus with the Max Grip compound. Not to be confused with the Max Terra.
3C 2.5.
3C 2.5, 29 by 2.5.
Wide trail tubeless ready.
Wide trail tubeless ready.
Literally all of those things are printed on the sides
Yes.
of these tires.
I didn't know you could read.
Yes, it's a lot. It's like an essay on the side of your tire.
The Assegai has been one of the top-selling tires for us ever since it was released by Maxxis. It was designed in collaboration with Greg Menard, the greatest of all time downhill racer, and it is the grippiest tire, I think, on the planet, if I'm being honest. Doesn't roll the fastest, and it's not the lightest, but it is the grippiest tire on the planet.
And what do we like to pair with our Assegai up front? Well, me personally, I like the classic DHR2. Assegai DHR2, probably the most popular combination for trail enduro tires like on the planet.
Yeah,
tried
Assegai
and true. Great braking traction, great cornering traction, climbing traction. I personally am running the EXO Plus on my trail bike, my Yeti SP140 right now, but I do like to dabble with double down every now and then. Jeff here's got the Dissector in the rear, so a little bit faster rolling. You said not quite as much climbing traction.
Not as much climbing traction. So I do Assegai in the front, so we agree on the same front tire, but the rear, I actually prefer the Dissector 3C Max Terra. Lasts a little bit longer because it's Max Terra. 2.4. It rolls faster than a DHR2, and it doesn't have as much traction, which I actually like. Like, I like the rear to be a little looser than the front.
Going with the flow. Loosey-goosey.
That's kind of why I prefer the Dissector rear with the Assegai paired in the front.
Slap the berm.
Slap the berm, dude.
Gotta slap the berm.
Gotta slap the berm.
Smack the lip. Whoop-ah. Drop down, snap. Ah!
And that brings us to our favorite downhill tires. Would you just look at this Continental Cryptotol downhill casing soft front tire? That has got to be the grippiest downhill set of tires I have ever personally used. I haven't run the DH casing Assegai in quite some time. These are the last ones I did try, and yeah, they are just absolutely phenomenal. And the DH casing is just so supple, which allows you to really just hold your line on super technical, off-camber, what have you type sections. Absolutely insane grip, compliance, pretty much everything.
Yeah, you've probably heard us talk about Continental a lot, at least in the last year, because this particular tire has ended up on a bunch of downhill World Cup podiums under the fastest racers in the world. And that was like, whoa, that kind of came out of nowhere. And Continental designed some amazing tires. And the podiums it's had have been in dry conditions and wet conditions, which is also pretty interesting. So yeah, those tires have instantly become World Cup downhill proven. Pretty amazing. I got to try them at some point, but I just don't really ride hardcore enduro or downhill that much these days. So
That's right.
I don't have much comment on these other than I talk to people who are much more qualified than me at riding bikes.
I know. I checked online.
Like Nico Mullally, who's one of the pro racers that we sponsor in his Frameworks racing team, and those guys are all running the Continental Cryptotols and Podium World Cup, so they know what they're doing.
That's right, they absolutely do. So we are also holding out for the to be soon released Cryptotol Enduro casing with the super soft compound. That is going to be potentially the holy grail of Enduro tires as well.
I think so, because that'll compete directly with an Assegai EXO Plus, because the Assegai EXO Plus is much lighter than the Cryptotol is at the moment in this current offering of casing.
Right, probably 200 plus grams. So we're looking out for that, looking forward to that. That pretty much wraps up this favorite current tire video.
It sure does. Yeah, link below in the video description that has all of the individual specifics on these things, more photos of our own bikes, and links and URLs to all these tires if you want to check out the different variants and pricing and all of that sort of stuff. Feel free to drop a comment below. We will do our best to answer all questions and comments. Thank you very much for watching. If this video was helpful, please share it with your mountain bike friends. And thank you again to SportRx for helping me see and sponsoring this video.
That's right.
Cheerio.
Peace.